fresh to go as Lawrence fires, and open is Etienne. Gets up, knocked down inside the 10. As we Wentz and McLaurin spent a lot of time together as Etienne shakes loose. It's still going all the way into Washington territory.
Making plays. Option play. It's Etienne breaking away. Etienne inside Houston territory as they begin outside their own 30-yard line. Fakes to Etienne, and he goes to the running back, and he is unleashed again.
Call plays at the line of scrimmage in a hurry up.
Back on the ground with Etienne. He's got a big hole. Etienne off to the races in Colts territory, and he's finally brought down around the 26-yard line. Rodney Thomas. Lawrence screen to Etienne. Blockers in front. Etienne again with a burst of speed all the way to the 20-yard line. Rodney Thomas. They run it with Etienne right up the middle. He's loose again and tackled in midfield by Rodney Thomas.
Was he ever touched
Was
down?
he down?
Dan Arnold trying to make it official. And Lawrence hands to Etienne, and there he goes. That's a Jags touchdown. Etienne, Marvin Jones, handoff into the end zone for 2, and it is Etienne. Not yet anyway, the pitch to Etienne. He turns the corner, and he's loose. Travis Etienne inside the 25 of the Giants.
That right there is an example. Sure. You throw the ball in my area, I'm probably going to get my hand on it.
Travis Etienne making people miss. Still going down the sideline. Etienne has one man to beat. And Justin Simmons. Etienne has 155 yards rushing. Needs another yard. To the goal line. End zone touchdown. Travis Etienne puts the Jaguars back on top.
And now 1st and goal. High snap. Etienne up the middle, and he is in for a touchdown. And that's a big drive for Jacksonville. Instead, they flick it to Etienne at the 5, cuts it up and in. Touchdown! And the Jaguars pull ahead. Jones in motion. Here's Etienne. Slips a couple of tackles, has the first down and more. Shoved out by Pyramid.
Very quickly. They have not converted on 3rd down so far. 3rd and 11 to go screen here. Etienne's going to get a first down. And look at him go all the way to the 31, running behind.
A little flip. Etienne looking for a couple blocks. Gets to the edge. First down and more. Etienne loves to run outside.
It's a great weapon for any young quarterback.
Little fake. Couple of them. And now they're going to set it up. Etienne has some room. And a block and a first down. Beautifully designed play and a great block.
Last few weeks, as many teams alive, the better.
Etienne cuts up the middle with a big run. Etienne's got a first down and runs his way out to the 40.
They don't go Gardner's way at all. And meanwhile, big hole here, and he almost lost the ball, but takes it to the 20-yard line. Jacksonville will take it right to halftime, and they don't get the stop, and Etienne makes the catch and takes it all the way to the New York.
Etienne, head of steam, nice looking run, slips a tackle. Etienne into the open field and shoved out of bounds by 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. And Etienne on first down has a crease. There he goes. Etienne. See you later. Touchdown. A 62-yard run.
Now it's a tiny question mark, because when Cam Robinson, the left tackle, was sidelined for the year, you said, well, Walker Little's moving over to that side. Maybe they'll start running to the right side a little more. No, that run is...
Lawrence fakes it to Agnew. Etienne is wide open. Lot of room to run. Etienne out of bounds, just shy.
3 backs behind him. To the outside. Etienne. First down and a ton more. And stays in bounds to the 15-yard line.
What a call. Jones, the wide receiver. 3rd and 1. Etienne tries to find the space. He's got much more than the 1. He takes it down to the 11-yard line. 1st and goal. Etienne bouncing to the outside. Cuts it up and in for the touchdown. Travis Etienne has made this a 4-point game. From the 26 on first down, Etienne bounces out of trouble. Etienne to the end zone. Touchdown. 26 yards. The Jaguars extend their lead.
Etienne has room. And Travis Etienne all the way down to the 4. Etienne is back in. Lawrence flips it to him. He gets a block. And he gets inside the 30.
Break the huddle quickly. Etienne with the flip. And he walks right in. Lawrence over to Etienne. Makes a nice move. Etienne all the way down. The ball could be in his hands, and he used his shoulder nevertheless. Etienne around the end. Etienne in Bills territory. Day for Jacksonville, and it's Etienne up the middle. Now he's gaining yards in chunks. Etienne gaining the edge, and he walks it in. Touchdown. Doing the gritty in London. Here's Etienne up the middle. Etienne is free. Etienne. Touchdown. 35 yards.
They hadn't had much success up the middle. Couldn't see who the body was that came free there, but he made a nice move.
First and goal, Lawrence from the gun. Hands Etienne in. Touchdown. And Jacksonville answers back. And they've taken their first lead. He's had 2 3-sack games, so Indy hoping that's not a bad omen here. This is Etienne. He's got some daylight. Etienne breaking free. He's going to score. And just like that, Jacksonville catches in.
Tight ends in this set. Off play action now. A little pass taken here by Etienne. Off he goes into Saints territory. Saints have not allowed an opening drive TD in 18 games, and into the end zone from the 17-yard line. Little flip here. Etienne takes it to the end zone. Touchdown.
There's a new set of downs to work with inside the Pittsburgh 40 with Etienne single setback. Fake it, flip it, a juggle. Etienne's got it, and now trying to hit the open field. And 40 yards of offense for Jacksonville, 107 for the Steelers. Lawrence sets and throws a deep shot. It's caught by Etienne. Etienne is going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Jacksonville. On a big one, 56 yards. He scores every week.
And his rookie year, they did a lot of work with him before the Liz Frank injury and his foot injury missed the season, of him working as a receiver, as a slot receiver, to continue to expand his game. I asked him about it before this one, because there were reports they're going to make him a full-time slot receiver, and he said no, just wanted to work on that part of the game. And boy, has that come in handy. 2 deep coverage. I think the safety's a little bit too shallow with a bad angle. And Lawrence takes advantage of it, and Etienne finishes it off.
He got by. They are going to go for 2 with a 15-3 lead. Shovel it. Etienne untouched.
From the 43, they toss it to Etienne. Try to get him a little bit of space. It works, and Etienne gallops for a first down.
The hand to the Etienne, and he's got the first down and more. Etienne caught from behind at midfield.
4. Etienne on the pitch. Touchdown, Jacksonville. To send him to the dressing room. Here's Etienne. Catch and run. Inside field goal range already.
And running a couple of weeks ago, he knew this opportunity was right there for the taking. And right there with the play is Etienne. Once again, Etienne looking for a blocker, spin move, and he gets walloped right at the goal line. Officials have determined this is a touchdown for Etienne and the Jaguars. What a trip. Operating from the gun, Lawrence fires it over the middle, caught by Etienne. He's trying to get to the outside and does, slips away. Etienne tripped up. Lawrence from the gun. Lawrence, the step and throw to Etienne. And he slammed
switching sides. Two on each side for Lawrence. Left it open, shovels ahead. Etienne. First down and more to the 40-yard line. Gain of 13 for Travis. Nico Ryans for the job they've done this year. Lawrence hit, got it to Etienne. Takes to the 43-yard line.
Good time, Etienne underneath and into the secondary, and finally
skill position group are young players.
Pitch play here to Etienne. This is going to be a first down and more. Etienne off and running. Breaking a tackle. Etienne, touchdown. No flags. 62 yards. As it goes. First and goal. Etienne extends. Football came out.
I think it's out.
Boy, it looked like the Panthers had a shot at it. Have to get a look at who it was. They just tried to scoop it rather than fall on it.
Place of the injured Otis Reese. First and 15. It's Etienne looking for blocks, and from behind, taken down by Blacklock. Opportunity from the 38. Lawrence to the air. First and 10. Underneath. Etienne. He's got the first down. Almost broke the tackle. And
first and goal.
First and goal. Etienne torpedoes in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leading the way, Robinson.
Predetermined distance or depth.
Etienne is in first and 10. Time, Cleveland to block. They go underneath. Etienne.
Being able to do so.
Etienne, space, first down, inside the 40.
Score a touchdown, a receiver.
In that week, Lawrence, hands, Etienne finishes, touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jones coming to spell Lawrence, whose night is done, and it's Etienne getting loose.
They have up front.
Etienne takes off.
That's one guy they can count on.
Etienne on second down, room up the middle. First down and more for Travis Etienne.
Lawrence going to go play action, clean pocket, gets it out to Etienne. Etienne slipping in the initial tackle is going to have a first down play and more for situation. Lawrence gets it out. Etienne again. Etienne making guys miss here at this setback. Play action from Lawrence. Over the middle, he gets it to Etienne. He's been the catalyst so far for this Jacksonville offense.
An INT. Will run it here with Etienne up the middle, and Etienne into Philadelphia territory with a first down run.
On 2nd and 7. Slips a tackle, looks healthy there. And a powerful run down inside the 30 of Minnesota.
Clearly, Jefferson and Sam Darnold on different pages today.
With that penalty, they start at the 16, and then they burst it out with Etienne out near the 30-yard.
As Jones is looking at a third down and 10. Steps up, gets rid of it to Etienne across the 40, slips a tackle. He's got the first down and more. Etienne into Tennessee territory before Amani Hooker. Landry coming. Jones steps up, eludes the rush, and gets rid of it to Etienne. He's got some room and out of bounds in Tennessee territory. Here's Etienne. Nice running, good vision, and stretches out to midfield. And with
Etienne has a first down, first and goal from inside the 10.
That tied the Jaguars franchise record for most catches in a game by a tight end. Etienne right up the middle, and a bruising run for Etienne.
Coming and blitzing and bringing pressure on Mac Jones.
4th and 1. Etienne's got the first down and still going, but a flag is down.
Doug Peterson, you ask him what the bright spots, the big takeaways are this year. He's been the first thing out of their mouths, all of them, as Etienne.
In Washington and Bo Nix and Denver, certainly they get the nod, but those other three players have been impressive.
Etienne trying to atone. Etienne, nifty little catch and run, and they're going to get all of it.
1st and 5. Etienne one more time, and he explodes through for a first down. Finally.
They have the chance to go into the playoffs, and they've got to make some decisions this offseason.
Etienne slips a tackle, and he's got the first down. So to Detroit late tonight. Jones for Etienne, who shakes by one tackle and spins into the secondary. He got by Jalen Jones. Stick over.
Etienne is loose. That's still going. Travis Etienne. Can he go all the way? No. Christian Rosewood. You tried that onside kick, and now you want to chew up the clock and get more yardage inside the 35-yard line. Goes Travis Etienne. Etienne, there he goes, another first down inside the 20.
Second down and 1. With Munt in motion, they run that way with Etienne. Had a monster week 1, and Etienne still going inside the 15. Bumped out of bounds. Etienne in motion, they throw it that direction. With Brown leading the way, blocking, Etienne turns up the field. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 11-yard score, Travis Etienne.
To give Jacksonville their biggest play of the game.
Etienne, and he's in for the Jacksonville touchdown.
As a receiver.
Right back to Etienne. Nice run by Travis Etienne. And he'll take it past the Etienne. Nice cut. Big run. Etienne with a nice move. And he breaks free for the touchdown. 48-yard strike from Travis Etienne. Fake to Thomas. Toss it to Etienne. And a good run for Travis Etienne. And it's Diamador Lenore catching up.
Second half. It's a dump off to Etienne. Makes a nice move and gets through, squirts for a first down. Going into their bye week, there's a handoff to Etienne. He gets a first down carry and more.
Etienne straight ahead, and Etienne is going to get a first down. On a 2nd and 4, the pitch to Etienne, and Etienne will get the first down. Travis Etienne with a 1st and goal. Pressure coming. Lawrence dumps it off to Etienne, and he's hit hard, but Etienne keeps going. Across the 46. The pitch to Etienne. He will cut back and work his way down to the 22-yard line.
Second down and 7. Keep it on the ground. Etienne driving to the 5 with possession here in the second quarter. Handoff to Etienne. Slithers through. Etienne keeps the legs churning and nearly. Lawrence looks that way. Hits Etienne. Accelerates. Nice catch and run. Lawrence will operate from the gun. It's a handoff. Etienne knifes his way for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Linebackers or safeties.
Wildcat. Etienne takes the direct snap. Extends Jacksonville's lead.
Well, this is one of the features to their offense. This time they try to disguise it. You get Trevor Lawrence, you get a quick shift. Both of them reset for at least a second. And so you can see that when you put pressure.
Etienne blockers. That's a first down run. Touchdown.
68, 93.
1st and 5 after the penalty. As Etienne busting free. It's a foot race inside Arizona territory, all the way down to the 14-yard line. 192 net rushing yards last week. Etienne doing it as a receiver. Etienne gonna bust his way in for the Jacksonville touchdown.
Of course, the last 4 or 5 games, but
they wiggle free here with Etienne. How slippery he is.
Handoff. Etienne slicing through. Touchdown, Jaguars. And a key block from Strange as they take advantage of the juice. Lawrence on a give. Oh, the cut to the outside. Etienne to the Etienne zone. Touchdown. Etienne with a pair of touchdowns today. Oh, Etienne with the adjustment. First down run.
Second down. It trips to the bottom. He's looking for Etienne. And Etienne with the diving grab. Touchdown, Jaguars.
There is so much good stuff. Watch Etienne. He was going in motion. Sliding. That showed Lawrence it was man-to-man coverage. And as soon as Lawrence saw it was man-to-man coverage.
Second down and goal. Middle of the field. Pass is complete. Etienne into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Second receiving touchdown of the day for Etienne.
And it's wide open. Goes out, comes back in, nobody even near him. Shots to bombs to Brian Thomas Jr. is huge.
Well, they're going to throw it again. Etienne inside the 40, high stepping inside the 35, makes a man miss at the 33, along the sidelines, into the end zone. Stevens missed a tackle, but he wasn't alone. It's a
today. The pitch to Etienne on the edge, breaks a tackle, now weaving into space. Etienne, an ankle tackle, saves the touchdown at the 10. Etienne out of the backfield, on the edge, the cutback, the broken tackle, the touchdown for Jacksonville. This one would stand as the biggest, as Etienne bouncing off contact, gets to the edge, and Etienne diving down inbounds. Game-winning streak. Pressure coming on a screen outside Travis Etienne with all kinds of room. Etienne's got 15 yards. Etienne, space off the left side, and a first down to the 36. Side defensively for the Colts. Speed option. Etienne with a block from Myers, a first down.
Followed your line. They went with Etienne. He's got the first down out to the 40, ridden down by Jordan. Toss to Etienne. Etienne has an opening. Etienne slashing his way inside the 30. From 27 down against the Chargers a couple years back. He can do it. Now he's down 3 and he completes it. Etienne able to get going. He's rolling right. Loves to throw it this way. Flicks it. Etienne. He's in for the touchdown. And Jacksonville takes the lead again.